Gold is at all-time highs. Silver is ripping alongside it. Central banks are buying more than they ever have in decades. And everywhere you look, people are saying the same thing. This is it. Fiat is dead. Gold is the future. But here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Gold going up doesn't mean you win. And silver isn't the rebellion people think it is. In fact, this is probably how it ends for both of them. Quick thing, if you like real grounded money talk for someone who's actually building wealth, make sure you hit that like button. It helps this reach more people who are trying to figure this stuff out without getting sold a fantasy. All right, let's get to it. So this is what actually is happening right now. Over the past few weeks, gold hasn't just gone up. It's pushed into new all-time high territories, not on hype, not on retail mania, but quietly, steadily, and methodically. At the same time, countries around the world are increasing gold reserves, reducing dependence on the US dollar, and using gold more actively in trade settlement conversations. That sounds bullish, and on the surface, it is, right? But here's the mistake people miss. They assume price movement equals opportunity, and it doesn't. Price movement only tells you money is flowing. It doesn't tell you who is actually winning. So who's actually buying the gold? This rally isn't driven by everyday people. It's not some young guy stacking coins. It's not retail investors escaping inflation. It's not even hedge funds chasing momentum. It's countries, central banks, sovereign entities, institutions with balance sheets bigger than entire industries. And they're not buying gold because they believe in freedom money. They're buying gold because it gives them leverage. Gold is neutral. Gold doesn't belong to another country. Gold can sit quietly on a balance sheet without asking permission. And that's power, not profit. You gotta view gold as control, not escape. And here's where people get uncomfortable. When governments accumulate gold, it doesn't make you safer, it makes them more insulated. Gold is being used as a geopolitical hedge, a negotiating chip, a way to reduce reliance on foreign monetary systems. This isn't a revolution, it's a reshuffling of power. And whenever an asset becomes a tool of institutions, retail upside gets clapped. Not immediately, not structurally. Gold doesn't break systems, it gets absorbed into them. This is silver. Okay, this is the false underdog narrative. Now let's talk about it. Silver, right? Silver always sounds better in theory, cheaper, more volatile, more upside. And yes, silver can spike harder than gold, but here is the problem. Silver doesn't compound. It surges, it stalls, it excites traders, not builders. Silver is stuck between two worlds. Not monetary enough to be treated like a currency and not productive enough to scale like a business. And that's why silver charts look dramatic. The long-term outcomes look really underwhelming, right? It's not suppressed, it's just strictly limited. Before you start screaming the world is going to end, this is why this doesn't mean the system is ending. People love the idea that gold at all-time highs means collapse is incoming, but real collapses don't look like this. If gold were truly replacing the system, governments would restrict ownership, taxes would increase, financial products would implode. And guess what? That's exactly what's happening. Gold isn't being outlawed, it's being financialized, which means it's no longer the escape hatch people want it to be. So, what does this mean for the average person, regular Joe? Okay, this doesn't mean gold is bad, it doesn't mean silver is absolutely useless. It means they shifted roles. Gold is now insurance, stability, a background asset, not a wealth accelerator. Silver is a speculative hedge, volatility play, a trader's asset, not a long-term foundation. If you're young, broke, or trying to build from zero, neither of these is the answer. This is the mistake most people are about to make. Here's what usually happens next. You'll see gold ripping, they panic, they chase, they allocate too much into assets that preserve wealth instead of building it. Preservation matters after you have something to protect. But if you're still in the building phase, you don't need more safety, you need more output. This is skills, income, ownership, cash flow. Gold doesn't give you any of that, and silver doesn't give that to you either. And this is how this actually ends. This doesn't end with the gold replacing money, it ends with gold quietly becoming infrastructure held by institutions, used by governments, and referenced by headlines, but invisible in everyday life. Not the hero, not the villain. It's just there, it's just existing, right? Some NPC shit. And the people who waited for it to save them will realize too late they needed to build first. Gold and silver aren't evil, they're just misunderstood. And if you want real wealth, you don't chase fear trades. You build leverage, and that's what this channel is all about. If this helped, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you want more real convos about money investing, building a life that actually works. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, check out the YouTube shorts, the TikToks. I do HVAC work, and you can see what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And make sure you join the Discord if you want to be part of the community. It's always a blast. Talk to new people. I'm there. I respond. And yeah, have an amazing rest of your day. Stay beautiful. And if you're watching this still, I'm rooting for you. You take care.